a solopreneur that went from $0 to $25,000 in revenue in just their first year. And they did so with a SaaS product called Schedule.so. So in this video, you'll be learning about how this idea came to be, what this product was built with, what it does, and how they got their first customers. So before we dive into the story, let's take a look at what Schedule.so does. So I have it here loaded on my screen, and it's essentially a tool that lets you schedule your LinkedIn post directly from Notion. So you never have to leave Notion to write, organize, and publish your content on LinkedIn. And so this is going to simplify the entire process so you don't have to go and copy and paste from one tool to another. It's also going to give you detailed analytics so you can understand what's doing well in your LinkedIn posts. So let's dive into Julian's story in their first year as a solopreneur. So before starting Schedule.so, they had launched an application called Split. But with this tool, they realized they were just reinventing the wheel, and their tool wasn't better than anything that was out there already. And it was already a super crowded space with huge players such as Buffer, Publer, and Hootsuite already out there, so they didn't get any traction with this. But this led them to actually starting Schedule.so, as they realized they were using Notion to centralize and organize all their content ideas. And then they were using Buffer separately to go and schedule these posts to LinkedIn. And it was a lot of copying and pasting, and they realized there could be some time savings here. From there, they were able to go and schedule 60 demo appointments in just the first 2 weeks of August, which gave them strong validation to pursue this. And so they really started to pay attention to their daily usage and problems that could be solved. For example, one of the features with this SaaS product is scheduling the first comment on a LinkedIn post. Anyone familiar with LinkedIn will tell you that including an external link in the post is going to decrease its reach. So the workaround this is to add the link to a comment and say see comment for the actual link. And with Scheduled, you can just automate this task so you don't have to go and worry about it. And they were experiencing this problem daily, and so it helped them realize different solutions that they could come up with to save them time and save others times as well. So next, let's dive into how this product was built. And for this, they bet on no code. And initially, 70% of the backend was managed by a tool called N8N. It's workflow automation for technical people, so you can build complex automations 10 times faster without fighting an API. They did this to speed things up. Rather than having to write a lot of different code, communicating with a lot of different APIs, they were able to use this to take the content from Notion and go and publish it on LinkedIn. And by using a tool such as N8N, this let them focus on other things around the product, such as building a parser that fetches and cleans content from Notion. And once they were able to set us up, the maintenance cost was quite low, and it was just proper error management to be alerted to go and correct the issues. N8N had 3 advantages for them. It's open source, and you can deploy it on Docker. The second one was that the cloud pricing starts at $20 a month, and there's a large community that helps with reporting issues so you can easily find answers to your problems. This allowed them for really quick execution, and it's going to make it easier as well once they start to expand to different platforms such as Twitter and Instagram, as it makes it super easy to go integrate those APIs. So next, let's talk about how they went and generated revenue for their product. And Julian is going to recommend lifetime deals, and so that's what they did here, as it's so much easier to gain profitability at the onset rather than slowly trying to build your monthly reoccurring revenue. As in their opinion, without an established fan community, it's challenging for a first product to become profitable with just MRR. And the LTDs gave them a lot of cash, helped them build a fan base, and sustain themselves in the first year. In terms of the breakdown for the $25,000, 70% of that was generated from lifetime deals. And it was priced quite low for the beta users at 45 euros, but is now 250 euros. And so for solopreneurs, they learned 3 things about this. The first one is to start your lifetime deals over $90. The second one is to ask more than the annual fee, and this makes it easier to justify that lifetime deal as well. And thirdly, have an offer between 200 and 300 euros. And in their opinion, with lifetime deals as well, it made it easier to communicate with their users as they're ready to talk about your tool, give feedback, and help support you. In terms of growth in the first year, that came through LinkedIn, which does make sense as it is a LinkedIn scheduling tool. And in Julian's opinion, sometimes it only takes one person with thousands of followers to mention your tool as remarkable. Then your community is going to grow from that, as well as your users and customers, as that one person or that influencer can reach so many people at once with a strong recommendation, which is going to mean more than just you shouting off your own tool. So Julian has 3 steps to help achieve this. The first one is to reach out to the right people by offering them a plan on your tool. Then you want to encourage affiliates and referrals. And lastly, you want to collaborate by complementing your offer with someone else's, as leveraging others' growth is a fantastic short-term lever to start getting customers to your product. If you've gotten this far in the video, I'm sure you want to go build your own micro SaaS. But first, you'll need an idea, and that's where I have you covered with free micro SaaS ideas. You can get them for free. There's a link in the description below. All you need to do is enter in your email. I also have a complete course on how to build your very own micro SaaS from end to end as well, even if you don't have any SaaS experience. There's a link to this in the description as well, and it comes with a 90-day money-back guarantee, so make sure you check that out. So overall, an amazing story from a French solopreneur and how they went from 0 to 25,000 euros in revenue in just their first year. I think there are some great takeaways from this, such as being your product's first customer and use it daily to meet your needs. And this is going to help you understand what's missing and what features to build. Using a no-code tool on the backend saved them a ton of time as well. And this is crucial when you're launching, as you really want to get the product out there, communicate with customers, and find out what to build, as you may build something that nobody is going to want. So I'll leave a link in the description as well to the original post where I got all this information from. It's a great full read, so make sure you check that out. So this is going to conclude the video. If you enjoyed it, I would love it so much if you smash that like and subscribe button below. If you have any questions, leave a comment. But thank you so much for watching, and make sure you check out the rest of the channel because I have tons of SaaS stories just like this. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.